again. My name's Gabe Zolna. This is from Bob. I think you might find this one to be of real interest. Bob wrote, I just saw on News Scroll on the Hannity show that Bill Clinton announced Wednesday afternoon that if Hillary is elected president, the Clinton Foundation will no longer accept donations from overseas sources. How about donations from domestic sources, huh? I think you might have forgot that. Nice. However, considering that they have been claiming that the foundation is a charity, why not? Could it be that they fear that it could be seen as a way to influence someone in high office? And isn't this something they dared not say before? Claiming all the time that it was simply a quote-unquote charity, question mark, question mark, question mark. Intense scrutiny mixed with a good dose of honesty tells us that the Clinton Foundation was always a political thing, not necessarily a charity at all. And this is why Bill Clinton is ready to say that they're not going to accept donations from foreign sources. The logic behind this is that the history of the Clintons is, and has always been, that whatever they do, first and foremost, they will cover their tracks for now and for the future. Their knowledge of the law is not to make sure they're not doing something wrong, but to make sure they are not caught. If the Clinton machine were operated as an actual machine, what they do would be called preventative shutdown programming. Again, it's important to note that Clinton did not say that they shut it down, just not accept it from foreign countries. In this case, it may be seen as being careful to an extreme, which caught them on an angle that they did not anticipate. However, the real reason for the announcement is a hopeful one of being predictive of what they anticipate happening, that Hillary will indeed become president. You gotta be kidding. She's falling apart right in front of her eyes. Furthermore, it is also possible that they need to put some spin on the charity so it cannot be used against them in the next 80 days or so of campaigning. It is then a weak sister attempt to legitimize the Clinton Foundation and give strength to the idea that this is not just an old, mentally deficient woman with a rogue for a husband. In fact, I've always referred to him as a rogue scholar instead of a Rhodes scholar, which is another way of saying Clinton system of draft dodging. Just wait though, the Clintons are not finished. Give them enough rope, and not only will they hang themselves, they will hang all those hanging onto their skirts. It's going to be interesting to see how they operate between now and November. Either they will continue to shoot off their toes, or they will become quiet and depend on others to do their dirty work, lest they be found more and more lacking. The Clinton gain factor is working toward a deficit, and this is why they depend so much on the mainstream media. The left always prefers to involve others in their sluggery. This is because they think that if they can get others in, and they are caught, if there are enough of them, the principal operators can skate away from the guilt, and their pawns are left to take the blame. It's the left's traditional way of acting. Again, I want to thank Bob. As I mentioned a couple of times in making what Bob had wrote into a video, they aren't talking about not accepting donations domestically. And how easy would it be to a foreign country to send whatever they want to donate to an American organization and have that American organization continue funding the Clinton crime machinery? You sort of know what Bob thinks. He got a good idea as to what I think. The question now is, what do you think?